1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. Congratulating Turkey on rollout of new indigenous fighter planes and helicopters, Prime Minister has wished more success to brotherly country. Foreign Office says evacuation operation has been ended after over 1,000 Pakistanis airlifted from Sudan. All parties Hurriyat Conference has urged the G20 countries to take note of worst kind of Indian human rights violations in illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. A US independent commission recommends that Modi-led BJP government in India should be blacklisted for discrimination against Muslims and other groups. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has congratulated Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on rollout of new fighter planes and helicopters made by Turkish defense industries. Retweeting a tweet of Turkish President, the Prime Minister congratulated him over rollout of TFX, Hurjet, Atak 2 helicopter, Anka 3 UCAV and Gokbe helicopter. He said this speaks of high level of indigenization achieved by brotherly Turkey. Shehbaz Sharif said this success is primarily on account of excellent leadership of Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The Prime Minister wished more success to Turkish defense industries and Turkey. Over 1,000 Pakistanis have been evacuated from Sudan. In a statement today, the spokesperson of Foreign Office said, "Our evacuation operations have ended in Sudan." The statement further said the evacuations through Jeddah will continue until last Pakistani returns safely. It said evacuation was carried out with the help of Saudi Arabia and China. Speaker National Assembly Raja Pervez Ashraf along with Hungarian Ambassador Bela Fazekas inaugurated a photo exhibition containing artifacts of Islamic architectural arts at the National Assembly in Islamabad today. The photo exhibition, arranged with cooperation of the Embassy of Hungary, is part of the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the 1973 Constitution of Pakistan. PPP leader and senior lawyer Farooq H. Naik says under the Constitution, legislation is the sole prerogative of the Parliament. Talking to media persons outside Supreme Court in Islamabad today, he said suspension of a bill even before it was not become an act is quite strange. He said there is a set procedure to challenge acts. Similarly, Constitution also grants appeal of right to everyone, but no such procedure was adopted while suspending the Supreme Court Practice and Procedure Bill 2023. The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government has started screening at Turkham border for prevention of monkeypox. In this regard, the health department has formed a team of doctors to screen the passengers coming from Afghanistan at the Pak Afghan border. Chairman Pasban-e-Hurriyat Jammu and Kashmir Uzair Ahmad Ghazali has said India is trying to hide its war crimes in occupied Kashmir by holding the G20 meeting in Srinagar. Addressing an anti-India rally on the line of control today, Uzair Ahmad Ghazali said G20 countries should take note of the worst kind of human rights violations by India in the occupied territory. All parties Hurriyat Conference leaders Mushtaqul Islam, Usman Ali Hashim and Sharaf Hussain and JKLF leader Sadaqat Hussain also addressed the anti-India rally and called upon the G20 countries to boycott the meeting in Srinagar in view of the Indian military attacks on innocent people in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. A US independent commission has recommended for the fourth year in a row that the Modi-led BJP government in India should be blacklisted for discrimination against Muslims and other groups. In its annual report, the US Commission on International Religious Freedom labeled the Indian government of systematic, ongoing and egregious violations of religious freedom that can open the door to economic sanctions. The body said the governments in India at the national, state and local levels promoted and enforced religiously discriminatory policies last year. The violations include laws targeting religious conversion, interfaith relationships, the wearing of hijabs and cow slaughter, which negatively impact Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Dalits and Adivasis, indigenous peoples and scheduled tribes. The report noted that about 14% of India's population of 1.4 billion is Muslim, about 2% is Christian and 1.7% is Sikh. Nearly 80% of the country is Hindu. The Palestinian government condemns in the strongest terms the heinous crime committed by the Israeli occupation authorities which led to the martyrdom of Sheikh Khadir Adnan. A statement issued by the Palestinian Ministry of Foreign Affairs said it holds the Israeli government directly responsible for this crime. The statement further said the International Investigation Committee calls for an investigation into the circumstances that led to criminal execution of the martyr Khadir Adnan. Earlier, the Palestinian prisoner Khadir Adnan died in Israeli custody after being on hunger strike for 3 months. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.